What was supposed to be a golden era of Orioles baseball is officially dead today as the O's ship Adley Rutschman off to the Boston Red Sox. There were supposed to be division titles and playoff wins and maybe even a World Series in the mix. And it was all supposed to come because of this group of super talented, young, homegrown prospects, with Adley Rutschman, the number one overall pick in the 2019 draft, being the heart and soul, the leader of that group. These last 4 years were supposed to be a reward for 5 years of awful baseball. And awful, I'm not sure even does it justice. It was downright atrocious baseball. I'm talking 61 games out of first place bad. I'm talking 115 loss bad. These last 4 years were supposed to be a reward for this fan base for all of that. And for a second, it looked like it really was going to be. 2023, they win the division, but they get swept by the Rangers in the playoffs. And you kind of felt at the time like, okay, this is a jumping off point for this group. The best is ahead. This wasn't supposed to be the apex, but it was, as the next year they make the playoffs but get swept by the Royals. And since that point, it's been all underachievement and disappointment. And I think as you sit here today and you think about this trade, which may ultimately end up being the right thing for the Orioles to do. After all, they do go and get 3 of the Red Sox top 5 prospects. After all, Adley Rutschman seemed incredibly unlikely to sign an extension based on some of the reporting that's out there. But what makes you feel a certain emptiness about all of this is that the reward never came. And now you're potentially sitting here again looking at an era of Orioles baseball where you're asked to be patient, where you're asked to endure losing, where you're asked to wait to build up this system again. And I always thought the O's were so precious with their prospects that they could have moved some more of them, that they maybe overvalued some of them, that they could have flipped them for guys who could really put this team over the top. It never happened. And there's a certain emptiness and darkness about feeling like you might, as a fan, be asked to do that here again. Now, this Orioles team has a lot more talent still on it. I personally really don't think they're far away from being a contender again, but it's hard to sit here today and feel optimistic when this era that was supposed to be a golden one is now dead and gone.